All right. So what was happening is it was just clearing out the previously added variation, and it was replacing it with the new variation. Okay. So, but it should not be happening like that. We actually wanted to create a new cart item whenever the same product with the different variation comes in. Okay, so for example, right now this is green and small, right? So what should happen is when I add the same ATX jeans with the white and large, then it should add the new cart item here. Okay, here under this previous item, it should add the new cart item only when the same product with the different variation. Okay, so one way to achieve this is to create a cart item every time. Let me take you to the code. See, what is happening is we are getting the cart item here, right? Cart item is equal to cart item objects and get with this product and cart. So what we can do is we can just instead of this get, we'll just say create, and this create function takes the quantity also. Okay, so we have added the quantity here, so that means we don't need to add the quantity here. Okay, let's just comment it out. So now what should happen is whenever we add the product, it should add the cart item. Okay, I mean the new cart item. So let me go to the product here again. Now this time it is a blue and small, add to cart. So see, blue and cart, blue and small is added now. So if I again add the different product, green and medium, it is again adding the product. So one problem here is this is not grouping the cart items. So what I mean by grouping is see, for example, we have the ATX jeans and color blue and small, right? So what happens if I again add the blue and small? Let me show you blue and small. See, the blue and small is here also, and this is here also, right? So this is again the problem. So what should happen is it should automatically detect. That means our code should be smart enough to detect these are the same variations. So when it sees that the this variation belongs to the same cart item, then it will just add the quantity here. Okay, instead of adding the adding the cart item every time, even if the product and the variations are same. All right, let me explain you how this grouping works. Okay, it's a pretty simple logic. All we need to do is we need to check if the variation we are trying to add is already exists in the cart item or not. Okay, so if it exists, then we will just increase the quantity of the of that particular cart item, or if it does not exist, then we are going to just create a new cart item. So for example, if you are trying to add white and large again, we are first going to check if this white and large already exists or not. If in this case it is already exists, so in that case we are going to just update the quantity of this particular cart item. Okay, so if this does not exist at all, so for example, so if this white and large does not exist, then we are going to just add the new cart item itself. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so now let's get into the coding part. So here we are using this try and except. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just remove this try and except. Instead of this try, we'll say if and else. Okay, so it's because we want to first check if the cart item exists or not. Okay, so let's say if first of all we'll first check if the cart item exists or not. Okay, so if the cart item exists, then only we are going to do all the operations. Okay, is cart item exists. Okay, so then that is a cart item dot objects dot filter. Now this is a product equal to product comma cart equals cart. Okay, so now this is exists. Okay, so this will return the true or false value. So if this is true, that means if we have any cart items, then we are going to go inside. Okay, so this, instead of this try, we'll say if this one. Okay, now if is cart item exits, so let's quickly fix this one also. This should be else. Okay, so now let's go to the if block. So what we are doing here is a cart item. We are creating the object here. Okay, so instead of the creating the object, let's filter the cart items. Okay, so we don't need this quantity. Okay, so this will return the cart item objects. Okay, so from this cart item object, we are going to see what are the variations already in the database. Okay, so let me write it here. So for this logic, we will need first of all we'll need existing variations, and then we need this product variation, right? That means this is the current variation. Okay, and we also need the item ID. Okay, so this cart item is coming from the database, and this is nothing but the product variation list. Okay, so this cart item ID is also coming from the database. All right, so we need these three things. Now we'll first see the existing variations. Okay, so ultimately what we are going to do is we are going to check if the current variation is inside the existing variations. You got it? Let me come again. If the current variation is inside the existing variations, then we are going to increase the quantity of the cart item. Okay, so let's look through the cart item. For item in this cart item, now let's say existing variation is equal to item dot variations dot all, and we actually need to make a make a list of these items, because existing variations can be multiple, right? So we have to make an empty list first. Existing variation list is equal to empty list, and now let's say this list dot append existing variation. Okay, so now if I print this existing variation list here. Okay, let's see what happens. Let me go to the browser. So we already have this much content, this much cart items. Let me add one more cart item, white and medium. Now that's okay, so ignore this error, but in the git bash window we should be getting the list of these items. See, white, large, blue, small. You see this same white, large, blue, small, and green, and then medium, and this blue and small, right? So we are getting this list actually. So this is not a list yet, so this is the query set. We should actually convert this to list. Okay, we'll do that here. Okay, so for now we have this existing variation list. Okay, so we have this now. So we already have this one also, right? So now we have to check if this one product variation in this existing variation list. Okay, so now let's say return HTTP response true. Okay, else return HTTP response false. Let's first check this if this works or not. Okay, so what we are doing here is that we are checking the current variation is inside the inside the database or not. Okay, so if it is exists, so if it is there, then it will say yes, otherwise no. So now now we know that white and large already exists. Okay, it should say true. Now let's see what happens. White and what? White and large. Okay, white and large. Okay, we did not get the response at all. Let's okay, I think the previous error we got, it just cleared everything, I guess. So let's just add it again. Okay, white and large, white and large. Let's say white and large, add to cart. Okay, false. It should say true. Okay, let's now let's see what happened here. This now if I go to the terminal, let's see if I okay, say print. No, I think what we should do is we should just make it a list. Okay, so because as I said before, it is a query set. Okay, so we have to convert it to the list. Okay, because as you can see here, so we are printing this text where list, so that is a query set, right? So now if I go back to this store ATX jeans and white and large, now this is saying true. Okay, now if I go to the okay, so in the terminal also we are seeing this is the list. All right, so let's continue further. So here in this place, what we are going to do is increase the cart item quantity. Okay, so in this place we are going to create a new cart item. Okay, so here now let's handle this if block. So when it comes to increase the item quantity, we of course we need the cart item ID, right? So from where we are getting this cart item ID? So it is big from here. Okay, from here, let's say we need a list of cart item IDs. Okay, because it will be a list, right? So that's why we will make an empty list, and here let's say id dot append item dot id. Okay, so item is this one, item dot id. So we have this id list here. All right, so in this place also, so we are going to increase the cart item quantity. So that means which cart item. Okay, so we have the id now. Item is equal to cart item dot objects dot get. Okay, and product equals product and comma product equals product, and the id is equal to id is which ID we want to give now. Okay, so we have the ID list. Okay, we have the ID list here, but from this list, which ID we want to give here. Okay, so this is now the question mark. So in order to get the ID of this particular cart item, we will have to just look into this list. Okay, we have the list here. So let's say index. Okay, index is equal to existing variation list dot index, then this product variation, and then the item ID is equal to ID of this index. Okay, ID of this index. So now that we have got this item ID, now I can say item dot quantity is plus equals 1. Okay, that is increment, then item dot save. All right, so I think it should be working. Okay, so let me try this here. Something is wrong, I guess. Indentation error. Views not by line number 66. Let's see. Number 66. All right. This is actually this should come inside here. Okay, like this now. Okay, so everything goes here, and okay, no error now. Now refresh. Let me see the we have this white and large. Now if I add the white and large again, add to cart. Okay, cart item dot save, line number 67. This is okay, it should be here. Now refresh. All right, so now okay, it is now 3 because one hit already. Okay, so if I add the product again here, now if I add the white and large again, add to cart, now it is saying it just increased the quantity only. Okay, white and large. So now let's handle it for the else case. So in the else block, we are actually going to create a new cart item itself, right? So that's why let's say item is equal to cart item dot objects dot create. So this create function takes products, product equal to product comma quantity equals 1, and the cart equals cart. Okay, so now then this is the variation part. So if length of this product variation is greater than 0, then this cart item dot variations dot clear. So this is now not cart item, it is just item. Okay, so this is the one. So we don't have to actually loop through it now. Okay, instead of that, just remove it and say the item dot variations dot add, and instead of this item, let's say star and product variations. So adding this star will make sure that it will add all the product variations. Okay, so this we don't want. Sorry. Now this item dot save, and then this is the else block. So a cart item So this will remain the same thing, and this will also change here. Okay, so this is the cart item dot variations dot clear. And we don't need this again. Item dot variations dot add star and product variations. Okay, now cart item dot save. Now save it. So now it should be perfect. Okay, so now let's go to this page now. So in the cart items, we don't have any cart item yet. So let's go to add one color and size, white and small, add to cart. Okay, white and small is added, and again blue and medium add. Yeah, it is it has created a new cart item, correct? So now add blue and medium again. So now you can see the blue and medium got grouped, right? So if I add the blue and medium again, it should still say just increase the quantity. Now let's say if I add a different one, green and large. Now see green and large. Okay, now white and small. Let's check with white and small, white and small. Yes, so now the quantity has been increased. All right, so this was about grouping the cart items. So now if I want to click on this plus button, it should still add the it is adding the products here, you can see. Okay, so but it is not adding the color and size, that is variation, it is not adding, right? So we should be we'll fix that also. And this remove is not working, I guess. Okay, so this is multiple object return, so we'll handle that also. And the minus button, it's not working. Okay, so let's fix all these buttons in the next video. Okay, thank you.